This is the Everdoer Kiln 2, an innovative Australian-designed pizza oven that packs a ton of features, including an understone booster, auto-rotating stone, and U-shaped burners for even baking. Not to mention, it even comes in a trio of sexy colors. But this isn't a fashion show. We're here to make pizza, so let's unbox this oven and see how it performs. The packaging matches what most manufacturers offer these days, with the stone wrapped up inside the oven body. You'll probably want 2 people to carefully lift it out, because this thing weighs 63 pounds. Overall, the oven itself seems a lot bigger than I thought it would be from the listing. A beautiful dome shape resembles the Gosney, but stays uniquely its own. With a very wide opening and a built-in shelf, there's ample room to maneuver pizzas. 5 AA batteries power the spark igniter and rotation feature, and 2 separate knobs control each burner. A little peephole is used to see the flames of the bottom burner. To test the preheat time, I fired up both burners and turned the rotation on. The center stone temp maxed out around 815 degrees Fahrenheit in 25 minutes, which is on the lower side considering it has 2 burners. But the edges of the stone actually get hotter, approaching 900 degrees. In most pizza ovens, the back of the stone is significantly hotter than the front, which requires you to rotate the pizza frequently. I launched my first Neapolitan when the stone temp read 813 degrees. You'll want to turn the rotation off just before launching to make it easier, then turn it back on to cook. While this pizza bakes, I just wanted to say that if you decide to purchase this oven and use the link that I put in the description, I get a small commission. It directly supports buying more pizza ovens to review and at no cost to you. Thanks again for all your support. After 80 seconds of baking, I really liked the color on the edge crust, but the bottom was a bit underdone. It was still a good pizza, but I started thinking about the next. Right after launching, I lowered the flame a bit to even out the bake times of the bottom and edge crusts. It was definitely working, but my off-camera offspring distracted me, and I pulled the pizza out a little too early. You can see the edge and the bottom are both very even in color. Another 15 seconds would have been ideal, like this one, but just a heads up. Doing this increases the bake time closer to 2 minutes. The manual says not to leave the burner on high to prevent damage. I kept the flame on high for 45 minutes just to test out the max temp, and I didn't have any problems. But what I found interesting is that Neapolitans seem to cook better by lowering the flame anyway. Next up, New York style. I let the oven cool off a bit and launched a 15-inch pizza when the temperature read 550 degrees. And I completely goofed it. A combination of not enough flour on the peel and not shimmying it enough while I set up the camera. But I baked on. Even if it's shaped like a kidney, the bake was really impressive. A great cheese melt and a really beautiful edge and bottom. I didn't change a thing for the next one, except for placing my phone too close to the oven and it overheating. But look how incredible this one came out. The U-burners provide a nice even bake on the edge of the crust. Many of you know how I like the Halo Versa oven for cooking New York styles. This oven has a similar bake to that, except it can also make Neapolitans, whereas the Halo cannot. As for accessories, the cover is really high quality, a much thicker material than what Ooni offers. And I've been looking for a good 16-inch slotted peel for a while now. Overall, I like the build quality of this oven. The rotation is responsive, and the stone isn't very wobbly on the turntable. So, who should buy this? Anyone who really wants auto rotation, matched with the ability to make both Neapolitan and 16-inch New York styles.